The India-China face-off on the line of actual control has given fodder to political parties and motivated lobbies to portray India as a weak country. Today, Republic Media Network has accessed the ultimate and most conclusive visual proof to prove each one of them completely wrong. High-tech spectral images from days before and days after the violent face-off in Galwan will silence naysayers and army baiters today. This is picture number 1. On the 9th of May, 37 days before the violent face-off, this is what the Chinese were doing. Full deployment of PLA troops resulted in disturbed water flow. This disturbance in water flow of Galwan River is due to the presence of Chinese military camps and attempts by the Chinese to go ahead with constructions on river site. This high-tech spectral image is from 18 days later, that is 27th of May. This red patch on the spectral image is proof of Chinese treachery, indication of a massive buildup of PLA troops. This spectral image from exactly 1 month ago that has been floating in the public domain proves how the buildup was pre-planned.
Now, if you look at the images which show the clear differentiation between PLA activity from 6th of May and 24th of May, you will realize how the Galwan River, which by the way is more than 90% in China and very less inside India, was dried up by the People's Liberation Army. It was dried up by the Chinese army. Why? Because there are mountains on both the sides. And the PLA, the Chinese army, needed a road to get to the line of actual control right in front of the Indian positions faster. And how would they do that? They would do that by drying out the Galwan River, by moving heavy excavation equipment there, drying out the Galwan River, creating a road, and then moving heavy trucks right to the Indian areas.
Between the 6th of May and 24th of May, the PLA increased number of tents and military vehicles. Some of these images are already in public domain. We showed you proof of the build-up in the month of May. But the situation completely changed post the 15th of June after Indian troops fought till the end and thwarted China's designs. On that day, spectral images show how 30 kilometers east of the line of actual control at the mouth of Galwan Valley, there's camouflaged Chinese military deployment. Look closely. The red dots show how the water flow at the Galwan River is disturbed due to the presence of PLA troops.
Why is the Galwan River flowing freely? Earlier we told you that the Galwan River had dried up and the Chinese has created a road to move bang to the line of actual control. Now the Chinese are no longer there if you look at the images of June 18th, and this is what happened. They were on the line of actual control. They were eyeball to eyeball confrontation with the Indian troops. 16 Bihar, Punjab, one field regiment and one medium regiment got together and hammered the Chinese. And they hammered the Chinese so badly that the Galwan River again started flowing freely.
3 days later, on the 18th of June, spectral images show zero Chinese presence on the Indian side of the line of actual control. This is the line of actual control. High moisture in the Galwan River, an indication of how Indian troops successfully pushed back the PLA, ensuring the river Galwan flows again, and the Chinese are pushed back. Another spectral image from the same day gives a clear picture of the situation at the line of actual control. The Chinese are on their side of the LAC and Indian troops are maintaining a strict vigil. Look at this spectral image from the same day. There's normal water flow in the Galwan River. Now compare it to this spectral image from the day of the clash, the 15th of June. For a better perspective, compare it to what the situation looked like on the 27th of May when there was a full PLA influx. So in the all-party meeting, when the Prime Minister lauded the valor of our forces and described how they fought Chinese aggression but didn't allow an inch of a land to be ceded on that day, he was stating facts.
न वहां कोई हमारी सीमा में घुस आया है, न ही कोई घुसा हुआ है, न ही हमारी कोई पोस्ट किसी दूसरे के कब्जे में है। लद्दाख में हमारे 20 जाबाज शहीद हुए, लेकिन जिन्होंने भारत माता की तरफ आंख उठाकर देखा था, उन्हें वो सबक सिखा कर गए।
Look at these spectral images from 3 days after the violent face-off once again. The normal flow of water in the Galwan River is the biggest proof of India's victory against PLA aggressors, and here's what it proves.
If you see this image, you will realize how the Chinese build-up was happening right from May. But all the insinuations and all the blame game that's been happening in the media and between political parties as to how we did not know that the Chinese were there, this is totally wrong. Our satellite pictures have proven that we knew from day one what the Chinese were up to. We had those eyes in the sky who were watching very closely. They were making their preparations and we were making ours. Now, this whole insinuation, this whole blame game of intelligence failure, hence falls flat. This has been negated. And the Indian Army on 15-16th June successfully pushed back the Chinese People's Liberation Army. And this is proven by the fact that the Galwan River is flowing fully back again. Why is the Galwan River important? It's important simply because the Chinese used the riverbed to make a road. They settled on the riverbed, and that was their, if I may use the word, launching pad. But suddenly, after the skirmish, after the fight, the river Galwan starts flowing and there are no Chinese there. This is the final conclusive proof that the Chinese have been beaten back and they retreated from their own territory across their own line of actual control, not India's.